Hey everyone, thank you for watching. In today's video, I'm going to be playing with some new makeup, trying on a few new products here. So I'm really not sure of everything that I'm going to be using. I just kind of have like a hodgepodge here. But for sure, I'm going to be using the Flamingo palette from Violet Voss. This just showed up at my door and I'm really excited to use it. I've also had some requests to use the Pur, their Sweet 16 celebration items that came out. Super fun. So I have a couple here. I have a new palette here from Nars. This is called their Atomic Blonde palette. It's an eye and cheek palette as well. I have some products from Buxom. I have the new Fenty eyeliner I might give a whirl. So yeah, we just have a bunch of things to play with. So why don't we go ahead and get started. Alrighty, we are zoomed in. I got my ears on and I do have like my foundation, concealer, powder, and brows on. So we're really gonna be focusing just on the eyes and then like finishing off the face and then lips, of course. Okay, so first I wanted to do my eyes and I want to use the Flamingo palette. So I did a vote on my community tab and right now this is winning by like 64% or something. And I was really worried because I put up the poll this morning, but this palette hadn't actually arrived yet. And I was like, oh, if UPS doesn't come till 7, I'm gonna be in big trouble. But they came, so I ordered the Violet Voss Flamingo palette from the Sephora website, and I'm super excited about this. I talked about it in a past Will I Buy It video, said I was planning to pick it up. Sephora had 8% cash back on eBates this past weekend, and I was like, yes, please, thank you. Thank you so much. I would really enjoy 8% cash back on this. So it does have a mirror and then it has all of these beautiful shades. I do have 2 lights on me today. I don't always film with 2 lights, but trying something a little different here. So excuse me if the lighting looks a little crazy, but these are all the shades and I'm so excited. I was trying to think of what I want to do and I think I want to do something with like the pinks and like the kind of the corals, like coral and watermelon looks really pretty, flip-flops and seashell, that looks really pretty as well. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I was kind of thinking about the blue, but I just did a blue look recently with the ColourPop Mar palette. So we're gonna go for something pink. So first I'm gonna pick up the shade Sand right here. I do have my concealer on my eyelids as well as my eye primer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and lay this one down all over the eye. I think I'm just gonna go right in with the coral and I'm using a blending brush from Stilazzi. It's the Crease Blender L215 and I'm just going to put this one into my crease here. Alrighty, so what's going on with you guys? I'm having such a great day. I'm filming this on Wednesday. My latest Will I Buy It video just went up and it was a collab with one of my favorite YouTubers, Andrea. I announced the playlist and so many people seem really excited about the playlist. I know I have so many messages from creators and I'm trying to get to everybody as quickly as I can so I can have people add their videos to the playlist. Oh man, I'm so pumped about that. I think I'm actually meeting a subscriber tonight. I gotta see what time she was thinking, but I had someone reach out and ask if I wanna go shopping at Ulta with them and I was like, me? Yes. So that should be really fun. So I was taking my time building this color up because I wasn't sure if it was gonna be like too crazy, but that looks really pretty and so far I'm having a pretty easy time blending it as well. So just blending that all into the crease here. Getting a little bit of kick up in the palette there that you can see, nothing too wild though, and so far I don't see anything on my face. So that is a positive. I really like the Violet Voss, the Holy Grail palette. I really like the quality of the shadows in there, and when I saw this one, it reminded me of the Natasha Denona Tropic palette, which I really wanted, but it was just so freaking expensive that I couldn't do it. So when I saw some of these like fun colors in there, and it's just so summery and pretty, I was like, yes please. So I was excited. I'm such a deal chaser though. Like I have to have, like I can't just order something without having like a coupon code, I don't know, free shipping, better cashback on eBay, like something. So it's just been sitting in my cart and I'm like, come on Sephora, throw me a bone. And then they were like, how about 8% back at eBates? And I was like, thank you, that's what I was waiting for. I'm gonna pick up just a little bit of a smaller brush. It's the Precision Crease Blender from Stilazzi. It's the L216. And I'm gonna grab out the shade Watermelon right here. I love the mirror on this palette. It's so nice and big. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a little bit of that and I'm gonna start to apply it to this outer part of my eye here. And then I'm gonna slowly work it into the coral shade as well. Again, I'm just trying to be a little bit light-handed because especially with brighter colors, if they're like too pigmented, they can be harder to blend out or just take more time. So I'm just gonna slowly work it up. I haven't even swatched this palette. It literally just came in the mail. I was watching. If you follow me on like IG stories, you saw me stalking the UPS driver as she walked up to my stoop. I was like, please have my Sephora package in there. Really need to film this video. So yeah, I'm really excited for tonight. If I do get to go to Ulta and meet someone, that would be so freaking cool. So hopefully we can make that happen. But I'm so excited. It's someone who, you know, I recognized her name right away, of course, and I see her comment a lot and chat with me on social media. I love meeting people. That sounds so cool. And I've had a couple people ask me if I'm doing some of the like county fairs around Iowa. If you guys don't know, I live in Iowa. And I've had a couple people ask, like, are you going to this county fair or that county fair? And I don't typically do a lot of county fairs. Sometimes I do the Dubuque one because I used to live there. Like we were there last year and we did like a mud volleyball tournament and a 5K and all this. That watermelon shade is really, really pretty. I just kind of took my time a bit and built it up, and now I'm just gonna kind of blend them together. That's really pretty. It just added more pop of pink to the look. Yes, please. But I don't know if we have any plans as of right now to go back to the Dubuque one, but I always do the Iowa State Fair. And I've had a few people write back when I've said like, oh, you know, I don't think I'm planning to go to that county fair. They've said, and you know, I was like, but I typically go to the Iowa State Fair, like if you go there at all. And I've actually had quite a few people ask if I would like be there at like a certain time, or like, you know, be somewhere at a certain time and like maybe people could come. I'm like, okay. I'm really considering that idea. I don't know how to, like, I've never done anything like that before, so I don't really know what to do, and I really don't know like how many people would actually come, and I don't know. So I don't know. You guys will have to let me know. I'm like super awkward talking about it because I feel like that's such a crazy thing to think about. But if there's people in the area and you want to go to the fair, I would totally try to work something out. I just really have no idea anything about it, but I guess if I could like gauge some interest, maybe it could be a thing. But yeah, we typically go at least once a year, if not 2 times a year, to the Iowa State Fair. It's just fun, and there's a bunch to do, and you know, usually it's like super warm and it's nice to walk around, and sometimes we catch a show and you know, all that fun stuff, and obviously the food. Funnel cake on a stick. If you guys have not had funnel cake on a stick, you are missing out. It is so delightful. Right, honestly, I'm like feeling these pink vibes so freaking hard right now. Oh, I think it looks so good. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my bigger brush that I was first using, and I'm just gonna kind of make sure everything is blended here. I can't decide what shimmer I want to use, so I'm gonna swatch Flip Flops, and then I'm also gonna swatch Seashell. So those are the 2 swatches. This one here is Flip Flops, and then this one here is the Seashell. Oh man, I like both of them. I think I'm gonna use both because I can't decide. So I'm going to spray my flat shader brush. This is the Sigma E35, it's just like a little mini. It's also pink. Didn't even plan that. I'm first gonna pick up Flip Flops, and I'm going to apply that like in the middle and towards the outer part of the eye, and then I'm gonna put the Seashell more in the inner part. That's what we're gonna do. So I'm applying this one in the center of the lid. I'm noticing that I'm having to build it up a little bit. Even though I did spray my brush, it appears to be just a little bit more on the sheer side, and I kind of noticed that too when I swatched it, but I mean, sometimes you never know. I'm getting just a little bit of fallout around my eyes, but nothing too bad. I'm literally just gonna flip my brush over. I'm gonna spray the other side as well, and then I'm gonna pick up that Seashell, and then I'm gonna place this one more on the inner part of the eye, and then just have it kind of meet that Flip Flop shade. Man, the mattes I was really digging, but I feel like I'm not digging these shimmers quite as much. I'm having to build up a lot. Now I'm getting a lot of fallout around my eyes, so I might be a little sparkly disco ball. A bit more sheer than I was expecting, so shoot. These 2 shades are almost better off as like a topper or something, you know, instead of like a shimmer that's really gonna be popping on the eyes. but I've also noticed with Violet Voss, I tend to prefer their mattes over their shimmers. I noticed that in the Holy Grail as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend again. The eye's not popping as much as I was hoping for, but we'll keep going, we'll keep going. I started to attempt to do this winged liner on camera, and I just can't do winged liner on camera. I don't have a mirror, so I have to hold a mirror, and I really need two hands to do winged liner. So I just finished doing it off camera. But I got a sample of the Fenty Beauty Flyliner on Sephora. It was one of their bonus offers, and so I thought I would give it a try. So this is what the little sample looks like. And then this tip is super, super fine. So this wing, not super hot because I, for whatever reason, thought I could do it on camera today. No go. But this wing, I think it looks really good over here. This is the one that I did with two hands, real up close there in my bathroom mirror. I thought it looked really good. I really like this fine tip. This reminds me a lot of the DHC liquid liner, which is one of my favorite liquid liners, like my most repurchased liquid liner. I love that one. This definitely reminded me of that. It was super black, and I just love how fine that tip was. So I think I'm going to like this guy. So sorry I didn't do that on camera, but honestly, like, you would have gained nothing from seeing me do that. So I'm just gonna set that back down. But I'm excited to keep using it. I will definitely keep giving it a shot. Okay, so I'm going to leave my eyes alone for right now. I'm just so bummed about those shimmers. Dang it, I really wanted them to work better. Oh, my wings are like totally different too. Like this one's like going up, this one's like going out. It's fine, it's real life. I'm not gonna worry about it. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do lashes, but then when the shimmers were just not like impressing me, I was like, well, let's add some liner. And typically I can't do like a winged liner without doing lashes. I just feel like it just like looks weird on me. So we're probably gonna end up doing lashes, but that's okay. Sometimes that happens. But I'm going to open this here from Nars. This is the Atomic Blonde. It's an eye and cheek palette. And I might use the bronzer out of here. So this is what the packaging looks like. And then here is the inside of the palette. So you have 4 different eye shades up there, all very like neutral and bronzy, and then a bronzer and a highlighter. The bronzer looks a little bit dark for me, so I'm gonna go in pretty light-handed and see what we get, but I thought this would be fun to try. So I'm just gonna use my Sigma F30 for this and start to apply to my cheeks. It wasn't too overwhelming on the first pass, so I'm gonna come in and do a second one, and yep, now that's gonna be overwhelming. I need it like somewhere in between. So I'm just gonna take a moment and blend out this bronzer. I'm gonna add a little bit of bronzer to my forehead as well. It's blending out pretty smoothly. The shade is definitely gonna be just a hair too dark for me. So I'm just trying to go light-handed on my forehead here. I think I went in like super light with my first pass, and then when I was like, oh no, that's okay, then I like went more heavy-handed, and then I was like, oh no, but that's all right. We can play around with it. I want to swatch the highlighter in here. This is the Last Call. It's a highlighting blush powder. So I want to swatch this and see what it would be like. Okay, I might try that one. I do have one other highlighter though, because I'm going to jump into this Pur set. This is the Celebrate Your Selfie set. Like, look how cute that is. Oh, so fun. So Pur just celebrated turning 16, which is awesome. And they sent along a really cute set of some of the items that they have to celebrate. So this is called the Sweet 16 Celebrate Your Selfie Blockbuster Set. So this guy is $49. You get these eyeshadows here, and they all look to be pretty like shimmery or like a satin finish. And then there's also some glitters over here as well. And then you also pull out the sides, and over here you have 2 blushes and then a highlighter. And then when you pull out the other side, you have a mini fully charged mascara, which is a really good mascara. You have a lip gloss, and then you have a pair of Diva lashes. I love the Pur Diva lashes. Oh, I was so excited when I saw that. I was like, yes! So I did the poll to see if you guys wanted me to use these eyeshadows, but the Flamingo palette won out by a ton. But I thought I could still use this, and I'm gonna go ahead and try one of these blushes. So like I said, this whole guy is $49. The only downside to this is that like it's fairly bulky. So that's kind of a a bummer, but it's super cute. But we'll just go ahead and see here. So I think I'm gonna use this last blush down here, which is called Flirty. I'm gonna use my Sigma F40 and, ooh, and apply that to the cheeks. Okay, so this looks to be like a pretty nice pink blush, and it also has just a little bit of a sheen in it as well. Okay, that blush showed up pretty darn easily. I feel like between that and the bronzer, there's like a lot going on my cheeks right now. So I'm gonna take a duo fiber. This is the S306 from Stilazzi, and I'm just gonna kind of blend everything out because I feel like we've really gone in with it for today. So I wanted to swatch the highlight in this one too from Pur, which is called Lit. Ooh, so there is Lit from Pur. This is the one from Nars. We're gonna go with the one from Pur, obviously. So I'm actually gonna take this brush from Bdellium Tools. It is the large tapered blending, the 787. I use it for a highlight brush. I'm gonna go ahead and apply that to the tops of my cheeks. Oh, that's way pretty. Okay, Pur, I see what you're doing to me right here. I see what you're doing to me. And you put the Diva Lashes in there. Did Pur make this for me? Was this a collab with Pur that I did? Maybe. It's so cool that Pur's turning 16, and they had like a little sheet in the package that explained like throughout the years and everything. Pur's like one of my old school brands. I started buying from them, I think it was in 2005, and I had no idea that Pur was kind of a newer brand at that time. I was just looking for a powder foundation in Ulta and found their 4-in-1 pressed powder, which still remains one of my favorites today. So that was really cool. I was so thankful to get that package from Pur. And this highlight, like the blush, like this palette is working, man. I'm gonna put a little bit down the center of my nose as well, and then right on the tip of my nose. I'm excited now to try to get to play with those eyeshadows, see how they are. This highlight I seriously can't get over. Oh my gosh. That is beautiful. So I just have my eyes left to finish off, and I think I'm just gonna go ahead and pop on my lashes because I know my camera's gonna overheat here soon. So obviously I wanna use the Diva Lashes since they came in this set, but obviously I have some Diva Lashes here. I have so many pairs of Diva Lashes. It's crazy because these are one of my faves. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop on the pair of my Diva Lashes that I have ready here, and then we'll be back to finish off the look. Alrighty, so I added my lashes, and then I put a little bit of this Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in Heartless. It's like a really pretty like pink metallic liner. Put that into my waterline. So I'm going to finish off the eyes here, and I kind of want to go into some of the shadows in this one from Pur because I was really impressed with the blush and the highlight. So I want to try some of these shades down here. So I think I'm going to mix these two together. These two right here, which are 110% and then Hyped. I'm gonna mix those on the lower lash line, and hopefully it'll match what we did on the eyelids enough. So I'm gonna take my flat definer from Sigma, the E15, and I'm actually gonna do the darker shade first, and I'm just gonna smudge that really close to the lash line. I have so much fallout around my eyes from those Violet Voss shimmers. That's okay. That's okay. It's just makeup. It'll wash off. And I'm going to take 110% on the same brush, and then again just kind of smudge it in with that shadow. Those shades are looking pretty on the lower lash line. I'll of course have to like try them on my eyelids and all that, but figured I could at least give it a shot here and just get a little idea real quick of what we're working with. I swatched a few of the shades here to get an idea. So this one here is Glamorous, and then this one is Passionate, and this one here is Emotional. I was trying to see if there'd be a good like inner corner highlight. So I think I'm just gonna stick with the pink, and I'm gonna do Emotional. This packaging is kind of really hard to do, especially on camera. So I'm just gonna grab a small detail brush, and I'm gonna pop that into the inner corner here. I like that. I like that. So I'm just going to finish off the lower lash line. I'm going to use this here from Buxom. I got a really nice package from them. This is their lash mascara in Blackest Black. So it just looks like this. It says Buxom on it. So I'm just going to use this for my lower lashes. Here's what the wand looks like. I've never tried a Buxom mascara before. So I think that looks pretty good. I made my lower lashes pretty long, so I'll be trying out that mascara as well. But eyes are done, face is done, so we just gotta finish off with a lip color. Okay, so I thought I could try this set from Pure Cosmetics as well. This is the Kiss of Confidence. This is a lipstick trio plus a lip balm set. This is $28. So inside you have 3 different lipsticks, and then this lip balm looks like, what? That's pretty crazy. I don't know if you'd be able to see. Yeah, I can't really see anything when I swatch it. It's just really clear. I swatched it right here on my wrist. Maybe like a little bit of gold. Huh, okay, so that's pretty interesting, but I think I'm gonna go for like the pink nude out of this set, of course, to keep matching my eye look. So this one here is in Guest List. And here is a swatch of that one. It's more nude than pink, but I think it's gonna go well with this look. I don't mind the lipstick. It's definitely pretty darn nude. It has kind of a funky scent to it that I can't quite place what it is. And it's almost a little bit on the rough side when I applied it. Like, it's not, it wasn't super creamy. It almost feels like there's like granules in there or something. I don't know what that's about. That kind of caught me off guard. But again, that is the shade Guest List. And I have these top coats here from Buxom as well, and I thought that I could try one. These are their full-on plumping lip polish. I think I'm gonna use the shade here in Mariah. This one is more of a metallic finish, and it has a little bit more pink to it to bring just a little pink back. But let me go ahead and apply this and see what I think. I really like Buxom's, like the plumping glosses. Oh, this is weird. Look at this applicator. Is that like a brush? Huh. Okay, I thought it would be like a regular applicator, but we'll go ahead and see. But like I was saying, I really like the, whoa, okay. That's like green. This is gonna be an interesting look here. I like their full-on lip creams, like in Dolly and White Russian. I really like those. So let's just apply and see what we get here. Oh yeah, it's definitely got that tingling sensation going on. This one definitely, I mean, it has the metallic finish. I don't see pink in it at all. I see more green than I do pink, but that's okay. It has the tingles just like their full-on lip polish does, so it kind of plumps your lips a little bit and has a nice scent to it. I don't mind the way it looks. I wish it did have a little bit of pink to it, but that's okay. I don't mind the way it looks, but we will just have to see how it wears throughout the day. But after we are finished off with our lips, that is it for today's trying out new makeup. Alrighty, so that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. To run through everything that I used, the Flamingo palette, I'm definitely gonna have to give this one a few more tries. I was super impressed with the mattes, and then the shimmers like really let me down. It might just have to be, maybe you have to use it with like a really good eye base, or, you know, put some concealer down first or something. But I'm gonna give this a few more tries. Who has bought the Flamingo palette and what do you think? But I'll keep trying it out. This guy impressed me a lot with the face shades that I use. Both the blush and the highlight is so freaking stunning. I'm really excited to jump into more of these shadows. Nars Atomic Blonde palette I'll have to obviously play with since I only use the bronzer out of here. I can't say the bronzer like absolutely like took my breath away or anything, but I'm excited to give this palette a try. I like eye and cheek palettes. I'm into that, and I like these different shades up here for the eyes. So I'll give it a shot and be reviewing it soon. As always, when I try out new makeup, I'll come back in a couple weeks and give a follow-up. I'm really excited for this Fenty liner. Reminds me of my DHC, which has me very excited, so I'll definitely keep giving my sample a shot, but so far so good on that one. Then I think these were just the last guys that I tried. The Buxom Mascara I only used on my lower lashes, so I'll give them a whirl a little bit more and see what I think. The Pure lipsticks, I can't say super impressed me. I'll try it out a few more times, but something just seemed a little bit off about that lipstick. And the gloss, not my like always cup of tea, but hey, if you like metallic glosses and you like ones that give you a little bit of a plump, these ones from Buxom could do the trick for you. But other than that, that's gonna do it for today's video. You'll have to let me know what you thought of all the products that I've used and what you thought of the look that I created here. Other than that, guys, if you did enjoy this video, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. I hope that you'll also consider subscribing before you go. I do post every single day except for Saturdays, so you get a lot of videos from me over here. And other than that, I will just catch you guys in my next video. Bye.